Hello students, I Saurabh Sinha welcome you all in the YouTube channel of Swami Vivekanand Public School. Probably this is the last lecture in which we will learn about some complex problems related to a pair of linear equation in two variables. Up to till now, we learned how we can change a word problem into a pair of linear equation. We know how we can solve a pair of linear equation graphically and algebraically. After that, we learn about that how we can reduce an equation in a linear form. Today we will learn how we can solve a complex word problem. So let's move further. This is our first question. Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours and upstream 4 kilometers in 2 hours. Find her speed in rowing in still water and the speed of current. Let us suppose that the speed of Ritu in still water is x km/h and the speed of stream is y km/h. A person can row upstream if the speed of person is more than the speed of water. So here it is obvious that x is greater than y. The speed of person upstream is equal to x minus y. It is obvious that if we go in the opposite direction of the stream, our speed will decrease. Therefore, the speed of Ritu in upstream is x minus y and the speed of Ritu in downstream is x plus y. Now we know that distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Here distance is during downstream, our distance is 20 km and time is 2. So distance is 20, time is 2. What is speed? Downstream speed is x plus y. So we write here x plus y. This is our equation number 1. 2 bracket x plus y is equal to 20 and we get x plus y is equal to 10. According to our second condition, if we move downstream, we cover 4 km distance in 2 hours. It means that 2 multiplied by x minus y is equal to 4. According to same formula, distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Now we have two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. We can solve this equation by any of the method. Here we use elimination method. We just add these two equations and we get 2x is equal to 12 and x is equal to 6. In the same way, if we put the value of x in any of the above equation, we get y is equal to 4. Hence we can say that the speed of Ritu in still water is 6 km/h and the speed of current is 4 km/h. Now, next question. 2 women and 5 men can together finish a work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 6 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also that taken by one man alone. What is required? It is required to find the time taken by one woman to complete that work and the time taken by one man to complete that work. So let us suppose that number of days taken by woman to complete that work is x days and the number of days taken by a man to complete that work is y days. Now consider if a person complete a work in 10 days. Suppose that if a person completes a work in 10 days, it means that in one day, how much portion is completed by that person? That person will complete 1/10 of the total work in one day. Are you getting this point? If a person completes the work in x days, it means that in one day that person will complete 1 upon the xth work. So in the same way, a woman will complete work done by a woman in one day is 1 by x and work done by a man in one day is 1 by y. Okay, here we consider that total work is 1. Now according to our question, if a woman will complete 1 by x work in one day, then how much work will be completed by that woman in how much work is completed by 2 women, that is 2 by x. How much work is completed by 5 men? It is 5 by y. 2 women and 5 men will complete the work in 4 days. So the complete is multiplied by 4 is equal to total work. Okay, getting this point? The formula used here is total work is equal to work done in 1 day multiplied by number of days. Getting this point? Total work is equal to work done in 1 day multiplied by number of days. Here total work is 1, as I told you earlier. Number of days is 4, it is given in the statement. And total work done in 1 day is 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1. So with this equation we get 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1 by 4. Similarly, in second condition, 3 women, so 3 by x, and 6 men plus 6 by y were done in finish in 3 days. Multiply by 3 is equal to 1. So our second equation is this. Now what is remaining? We have to solve it. So we put 1 by x is equal to p and 1 by y is equal to q. On putting, we get 2p plus 5q is equal to 1 by 4, and our second and on cross multiplication we get 8p plus 20q is equal to 1. Similarly, our second equation becomes 9p plus 18q is equal to 1. Now it is required to solve these two equations by any of the method. Here I use cross multiplication method to solve this. On cross multiplication, we get p is equal to 1 upon may 18 and q is equal to 1 upon may 36. If 1 by x is equal to 1 upon may 18, so we get x is equal to 18, and if 1 by y is equal to 1 upon may 36, so we get y is equal to 36. In this way, x is equal to 13 mean to say the number of days taken by a woman to complete this work is 18 days and number of days taken by man is 36 days. Now next question. Rohit travels 300 km to her home partially by train and partially by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and remaining by bus. If she travels 100 km by train and remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and the speed of the bus separately. What is required? The speed of the train and the speed of the bus. So let us suppose that the speed of the train is u km per hour and the speed of the bus is v km per hour. Now according to our question, one thing keep in your mind. If you cover the distance by different means, the total time taken by you is equal to the time taken by different means. I am giving you an example. Let us suppose that from your home to your school, you cover some distance by auto and the remaining distance barefoot. So the total time taken by you from your home to school is equal to time taken by your auto and time taken by your barefoot. Okay, now if you travel 60 km, now move to our question. Our question is that if a person travels 60 km by train, then how much time it takes? 60 km travel and it is our speed. It is distance and it is speed. Distance upon my speed is equal to time. So what is this? 60 upon my u is the time taken by train to cover 60 km. Okay. Now in the same way, a person travel 240 km by bus. So 240 by v. What is it? It is the time taken by bus. So 60 by u is the time taken by train and 240 by v is the time taken by bus. If we add these two, what is this? This is the time taken during the whole journey. Our total time in whole journey. And what is it? It is 4 hours. So what we will write? We write our first equation is 60 by u plus 240 by v is equal to 4. Here 60 by u is the time taken by train and 240 by v is the time taken by bus. Now our second condition is that if a person travels 100 kilometer by train, so the time taken by train is 100 u, and the person travel 200 kilometer by bus, then it is 200 by v. It takes 10 minutes longer. What is the previous time? 4 hours. 10 minutes longer mean to say 10 by 60 hours. So 4 plus 1 by 6 is equal to 25 by 6. So our second equation becomes 10 by u plus 200 by v is equal to 25 by 6. Now our two equations are prepared. First equation is this and second equation is this. Now we have to solve this. How we can solve it? By reducing these equations in linear form, as these equations are not in linear form. So we put 1 by u is equal to p and 1 by v is equal to q. On putting, we get 60p plus 240q is equal to 4, and in second equation it is 100p plus 200q is equal to 25 by 6, and on cross multiplication it becomes this. Now we just solve it by elimination method. We multiply the equation number 3 by 10, and on subtracting we get q is equal to 1 upon 80. When we put the value of q in above equation, in equation number 3, we get p is equal to 1 upon 60. Now p is equal to 1 by u is equal to 1 by 60. Therefore u is equal to 60 kilometers per hour and v is equal to 80 kilometer hour. It means that the speed of train is 60 kilometer per hour and the speed of bus is 80 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now let us recall what we have learned in this chapter. In the starting of this chapter, I told you that this chapter mainly covers 4 main topics. First is the solution of linear equation. Second is the formation of linear equation. And third is the equation reducible to linear equation and some complex formulas like complex problems, both stream problems, age problem, all this. Okay, now you are able to tell me what is the solution of a linear equation, how we can solve a pair of linear equation with graphical method, with substitution method, with elimination method, with cross multiplication method, and you can tell me what is the difference between all these methods. Okay, the difference between all these methods is just their way of doing, but with all this method we get same answer. After that, we'll learn how we can reduce an equation in a linear form. After that, word problem. Word problem is the main topic of this chapter. From any statement, we can form a pair of linear equation and we can get our answer. Okay. Hope you all like this session. This is the last video of this chapter. If you like this video, hit like button. Be at your home. Be safe. This is Saurabh Sindla signing off. Thank you.